Bullfrog Productions were one of the most famous developers in all of gaming. If that name somehow doesn't ring a bell, let me name some of their games. You stop me when you hear one you played. Populous, Powermonger, Theme Park, Theme Hospital, Syndicate, Magic Carpet, Dungeon Keeper. They were bought by EA in 1995 and predictably closed by EA after being used for a while to churn out diminishing return sequels and, for some reason, a port of Quake 3 to the PlayStation 2. As such though, interest in their output is high. And yet, they wrote a game that's so obscure it doesn't have a Wikipedia page. It doesn't even have a Moby Games page. You won't find a copy on eBay unless you really, really know what to search for. Because what you need to search for is the One Amiga magazine. Specifically, January 1993's issue 52, which obviously came out before Christmas in 1992 because magazine publishers have always had a tricky relationship with the concept of accurate calendar labelling. And you'll need a copy with the discs. That's a good call anyway. There's a demo of Microprose's Top Helicopter Sim Gunship 2000 and one of an interesting looking Doctor Who platformer I have a feeling is probably actually awful. But the star attraction is on Disc 1, an exclusive free Bullfrog game for the magazine at Christmas 1992. It's a shoot 'em up called Psycho Santa. I say free. Apparently it was theoretically shareware. You could get a few little bonuses and an updated version by bunging a $5 Bullfrog's way. Judging by the fact I can't find a copy of that version anywhere, I suspect no one did. Well, this is pretty Christmassy. There we go. Incidentally, I really hope MC Diskette is someone's real name. So the game is simple. You have to deliver presents to an increasing number of homes as the levels go on, in order to make them super Christmassy. For some reason, Santa has forgotten to actually pack any, so he gets them from murdering festive dudes like Jack Frost here. This is actually quite tricky because your sled handles like a drunk barge, and can only fire in one distinct arc in front of itself. You actually have to catch the presents too, because they don't stay on the ground. To help you do this at least, there's a map showing where everything is, so you can locate enemies and houses that you need to infestive. That process is trickier than you would like. The game is crying out for supporting something with 2 buttons, because you drop presents down chimneys by parking to the side of them and pressing fire while directing the joystick back in the opposite direction. If you think that doesn't make a huge amount of sense to explain, you try doing it. And of course, that moves you. So to drop the several presents you need to properly Christmas a house takes longer than watching your nan unwrapping a present because she doesn't want to damage the paper. And you have to do all this to a strict time limit. 2 other factors make this difficult. You only get 1 life total. Lose it, and you're back to the start of the game. It's the behaviour of a proper arcade game. But a proper arcade game probably needs to be faster paced and have better controls. Also, some of the things that drop aren't presents, but are instead food. Pick up too many of those, and you apparently get too fat and explode. But I didn't have time to pick up enough of anything to find out. How you're supposed to make that judgment in the 0.2 seconds before things fall past you, I'm not sure. I'm also not sure what's psycho about this Santa. He seems perfectly normal to me. He's just trying to make Christmas better. It's everyone else who appears to be trying to ruin his day. Between levels, there's the semi-charming bonus level where you have to time the bounces to get high enough to pick up presents. Sadly, these presents aren't retained into the next level, which would actually have given these bonus levels a purpose, but they merely give a surprisingly small bonus to your score. And that's a shame, because it would also help with that time limit, which rapidly becomes your biggest enemy as the number of houses to deliver to goes up. It's merely a curio, this. I can see why it's only a cover disc game. The shareware thing's a laugh too. £5.50 would buy quite a lot on the Amiga rather than paying for a mildly better version of this. I've seen plenty of PD games with more polish, and even more with better controls. Still, it's a nice distraction for a Christmas Day morning, and I hope yours is proceeding superbly. I'd better go. I think Nan's nearly finished with that present, and I want to see her face when she discovers it's a Christmas tree-shaped intimate appliance. Merry Noel.